Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital. My name is Tim Patriga, and I'm the Vice President of Advancement here at the hospital. Our story has been 124 years in the making, and today we turn another chapter on a very important day for us. So we're very excited that you're here to join us. It's my pleasure to introduce the co-chairs of our capital campaign today, Ms. Kate P. Walters, who's the chair of the Steelcase Foundation, and Mr. Don Lubbers, President Emeritus of Grand Valley State University. Ladies first, Kate.
Thank you very much, Tim. So the Mary Free Bed expansion and renovation project is $66.4 million. The hospital is financing a significant portion of the project with bonds. The Mary Free Bed Guild generously provided a lead gift of $16 million. And Trinity Senior Living Communities contributed funds for our subacute rehabilitation joint venture. What's left is $16 million to be raised in our own community campaign, and we are proud to announce that the Join the Movement capital campaign currently stands at 85% of its community goal. Many of you may not know it, but I practically grew up here at Mary Free Bed, actually over there. And it remains near and dear to my heart. I was born with a form of dwarfism, and when I was young, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical therapy was what I received here, in addition to taking advantage of their therapeutic recreation programs. Even today, I wear shoes that are made at Mary Free Bed, and my customized wheelchair is built here. I'm excited about my new customized electric wheelchair, which is in the making and in the design and idea stages. The staff members here are really incredible. It's not just their talent, but when someone really cares about you, they never give up. No matter how great the challenge, they stick with it and find a way. It's really more than a job for them. It's a calling. Don?
Thank you, Kate. This morning is very much like a track meet. We're lining up for the last race. The gun's going off, and we have to win that race. And to win it, we need the public support for this campaign. We need the big dollars, but we need the small dollars too. We need a combination that'll take us the next 15%. In the 20th century, Grand Rapids earned a reputation of one of the nation's strong medical centers. We've been taking steps in our community to be a strong national center, even a strong world center. All of our health organizations have been moving in that direction. It takes three pillars to support a strong medical center: medical care, medical research, and medical education. Mary Free Bed is the most comprehensive rehabilitation hospital in the state of Michigan. And my guess is maybe beyond that. It has always had a fine national reputation. And this campaign allows Mary Free Bed to move along into the new era and remain one of the best of the nation's hospitals. My involvement in this campaign is not quite so personal as Kate's. It's motivated by my vision for Grand Rapids. My guess is the health professions in our West Michigan area are the largest employers, health professions, the largest employers. The economic impact of the health professions and of hospitals like Mary Free Bed are important to the future of our community. We are going to excel. Mary Free Bed has excelled and will continue to excel. Now let's fire off that gun and win this race in the next few months. Now I'd like to introduce Kent. Oh, there you are, sitting there. Oh, no. Oh, you're going to speak next? I'm sorry. All right, Darryl, who's running us and running the campaign.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Kate. And yes, my name is Darryl Goodspeed. I am the director of the capital campaign here at Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital. And thank you both for your leadership in this campaign. And there is a bit of news that I want to share that Kate did not mention, and that is the very generous offer of a $250,000 community challenge match grant that she is offering. So for every dollar that comes in, thank you. Every dollar that comes in from the community launching off this public phase of our campaign will be matched by Kate. So thank you very much for that. I also want to recognize a gentleman in our audience who has been a stellar advisor to this campaign, Mr. David Fry, who is chairman of the Fry Foundation. David, along with Kate and Don, has been instrumental in leading us, helping us design this campaign, strategize it, and implementing it. So your input has been invaluable. You've been very helpful. Thank you very much. So we appreciate that. So thank you, David. I also want to thank the Capital Campaign cabinet members, many of whom are in this room. Thank you for your assistance. And most of all, I do want to thank the donors who have already given to the silent phase, during the silent phase of this campaign, and brought us to this point. We obviously wouldn't be here this far without you, and we are most grateful for the support that we've received so far from the community. So. No, without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Kent Riddle, who is the president and CEO of Mary Free Bed. Let me take this wire back over.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being with us and being part of this. The trajectory can only be upward when Kate Pugh Walters and Don Lubbers and David Fry are involved. It is just, I look around the room and John Canepa, I mean, just the Guild. This has been just a wonderful track meet uphill. Our expansion and renovation is significant for the impact that it has on the lives of families and patients. This project is divided into two segments. The first, the tower that we're in, the 6-story building that we've been taking care of patients in since March 30th. And the second piece, the renovation, that I'm actually more excited about than the first. The renovation portion of the project begins this week, actually started yesterday. We're remodeling each of the 3 buildings next door. Now, all these buildings, these 4, are tied together by a skywalk. And the skywalk actually represents something that is a continuum of comprehensive services for our patients. It's critical to this because it's unusual. In fact, it's the only one of its kind in the country. And that is that patients who might come in as an inpatient would then move to outpatient care, and there's a variety of settings and a variety of things. I'll mention a few that we do. And then can move on to even stay in our Mary Free Bed Inn, the 4th building over. And we're renovating all of that, and the space is going to be just dynamite. Mary Free Bed's breathtaking growth in numbers of inpatients served over each of the last 4 years is now being talked about throughout our industry, among other sister hospitals around the country. But its growth in the number of patients who come to see us who still sleep in their own beds or sleep in some other bed is even more fantastic. We served over 27,000 patients just last year, age 0 to 105. And we did that in 65 different programs and different care settings. And as I say, the upward trend continues at a very marked rate. As a result, the old hospital next door is being renovated into what I like to think of as a center for human motion and ability. Everything that a person might need to regain functional independence. It consists of 3 special settings for children and adults, which outside of the southeast corner of Michigan exists only here at Mary Free Bed. Our Center for Neurological Medical Rehabilitation on the main floor, our Pediatric Inpatient Rehabilitation Suite right through those doors on the 3rd floor, and our Musculoskeletal and Pain Rehabilitation Center on the 3rd as well. Combined, we've planned these to have no peer nationally. The integration of all services is critical for our patients. Patients who start in the inpatient rooms progress to better futures during their therapy programs, even after they're living elsewhere, as I've mentioned. For those that can't live here during their therapies, can't live at home during their therapies, we've got the Mary Free Bed Inn. And the last phase of this project, which is part of this renovation phase, is to expand the rooms at the inn. To better explain what I mean, I'd like to introduce our patient, Lindsay Jensen. Lindsay is an inspiration to many of us. I get choked up whenever I watch Lindsay's video a couple times. Lindsay was driving to work recently when she pulled to the side of the road to stop for a fire truck, like we all do. Her tire caught the edge of the highway. She overcorrected and lost control of her car, which rolled over. Lindsay came to Mary Free Bed with a spinal cord injury on February 12th this year and spent 97 days as an inpatient here. Lindsay is now in her spinal cord continuum program. That means the same physical, occupational, recreation, speech therapists who treated her while she was an inpatient are continuing to work with her in her outpatient care. Altogether, she's received 17 specialty rehabilitation services at Mary Free Bed thus far. From ambulation technology in our Locomat, you got to be in the Locomat, and our zero-G lift, to custom braces and supports, to electrical stimulation, to a transportation evaluation, Lindsay is receiving what she needs. And I hope driving rehabilitation coming up. A part of Lindsay's treatment has also included working with therapists to regain physical skills to care for Kenley, her daughter, who's sounding off right at the moment. So all the while, her mother and 10-month-old daughter Kenley have stayed at the Mary Free Bed Inn while she's been here. Lindsay joined them as an outpatient during the outpatient portion of her rehabilitation journey, which began May 20th. And so you're all getting along in the inn, all right? Yeah? They're big, very big suites. Lindsay, thanks for letting us share your story, and thanks for sharing your story as an example of why this expansion and renovation project is so important. We are with you in this, as we always say to you, wishing you continued progress, and we look forward to your participating in our driver's rehab program. And by the way, Lindsay's birthday was yesterday. So we have to honor Lindsay with a birthday. So there's got to be, oh, there's some cupcakes. Isn't this amazing? Yeah, we're going to sing. David Fry, would you start us off? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lindsay. Happy birthday to you. Yay. This is what we call Mary Free Bed moment right now. I just realized halfway through the song I should put the mic down. Thank you, David. So Mary Free Bed has served our community for 124 years. Next year is our 125th. We're now asking the people in our community to give us a hand to reach our capital campaign goal. So when people ask for Mary, they can expect something very special. Thank you.